Tradition Moroccan Jewish bread with the hard-boiled egg in the center, made every year for the holiday of Purim. But it's also great for Easter. I remember my mother used to make a larger bread for the family and mini breads for the children. Till this day, this is one of my kids' favorite bread. It brings them such a great memories, especially when it's made with love to each and one of them. Hello everyone, it's Mali from Mali's Home Cooking Channel. Let's make this unique Moroccan bread. And please, feel free to double the recipe. I promise you, your kids will love it. Let's start by sifting 500 grams of all-purpose flour. Add 1 tablespoon of instant dry yeast and 2 tablespoons of sugar. With the hook attachment, mix all the dry ingredients on a low speed. Add 1/4 cup of neutral oil like canola and add gradually 1 1/4 cup of lukewarm water. Never add all the water at once. Use water measurement as a guidance. Mix till you get a soft consistency dough that it's a bit sticky but not too wet. Now add 1/2 tablespoon of salt and mix it on a medium speed for about 10 to 12 minutes till you get a smooth elastic dough that holds itself without tearing apart. Transfer the dough to a lightly floured area and knead it with your hands for about a minute. Now fold it from each corner to create a smooth ball and flip it. Our dough looks so beautiful, soft and elastic. Gluten developed properly. Add about 1 teaspoon of oil to a large bowl and spread it all over. Place the dough face down and flip it. Coat the dough with your oiled hand to prevent from drying. Cover it and let it proof until it doubles in size. Meanwhile, we need to cook the eggs until they hard-boiled, about 8 minutes. Remove from the heat and let them cool completely. Use a paper towel to dry the eggs well and set aside. After about an hour and a half, the dough doubled in size. Transfer it gently to a lightly floured surface area and roll it like a log. Now pay attention. We are making 2 different sizes of bread. 1 medium-sized bread, so we need to cut about 300 grams of dough. The rest of the dough we will need to divide to 5 equal pieces for approximately 120 grams each. 4 pieces will be for the mini breads and the 5th piece for the strands to hold the eggs in the center. Take a piece of dough, press it down gently to flatten it and to release air bubbles. Fold from each side to create a ball. Flip it and hug it between your palms and bring it towards you till you get a smooth ball. Set it aside and continue with the same way the rest of the pieces. Dust with a little bit of flour a piece of saran wrap and place it over the balls and let them rest for 10 minutes to allow the gluten to relax. Now it's the time to shape the bread. Always start from the first piece of dough that you shaped. Place it on a lightly floured area and flatten it gently with your palm. And roll it gently to a circle. Rotate the dough that it won't stick to the surface and roll it again gently. Place 3 eggs in the center and create strips for holding the eggs. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to create strips and you choose whatever is easier for you. The first way is to take one piece of ball and roll it with your rolling pin to flatten it. Use your hand to create rectangular shape and roll it again for about 6 by 8 inches. Use a pizza cutter to cut 14 strips of dough, about 1/4 inch in width. Take 2 strips of dough and place them on the egg in an X pattern to hold each egg like a nest. If your strands are too long, cut them and secure them very well from the side and on top of the eggs for a better secure. If your strands doesn't stick to the dough, it means that you have too much flour. Brush it off and try again. Use a bench scraper or knife to cut even number cuts. I cut 18 pieces on my larger bread. The more cuts you have, the prettier the bread will look. Now pair 2 cuts like a perfect marriage. Stop for a second and look and admire this beautiful bread that you just created. Transfer it gently to a baking sheet with parchment paper and secure again very well all the strips and pairs that loosen up during the transfer. Make sure the eggs are still centered and secure. Cover with dusted flour saran wrap and towel and let it proof for 30 minutes. For the mini breads, we are using the same way as the larger bread, but the strips are different. Take a small piece of dough and roll it between your palms like a rope. Make sure the strips are thin, because the dough will double its size and it won't look pretty at the end. Place them on the egg and secure very tight. Make 16 cuts and pair them. Now you have a cute mini bread that will please any child and make them happy, that it's made especially for them. Transfer to a baking sheet, cover, and let it proof for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the dough risen beautifully. In a small bowl, crack 1 egg and add 1 tablespoon of water. Beat it till it's combined. Gently brush the egg wash all over the bread, include the strips. Be careful not to deflate the dough and use a small amount of egg wash each time to prevent spot or uneven finish. Take your time, don't rush it. Finish by sprinkle some sesame seeds on top and bake it at 380 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 to 30 minutes. It depends in your oven. And the mini bread bake only for 15 to 17 minutes. Cool it on a wire rack before serving it. And enjoy! The bread is so soft. The egg is cooked to perfection. And it's cute. And it's fun. and the kids loving it. So try it. Make your kids happy.